For the 999th time, I interrupted an heiress from Beijing's elite circle on a date with my best friend. She had finally had enough. That night, she gathered all her single, unmarried friends and set up a mixer. Looking at the women before me, each with her own style, I swallowed hard. I picked the prettiest one, the woman who looked the gentlest. I nudged Shenhe and whispered, "Shenhe, who's that?" Shenhe turned to look. Ziwei. She just got back from overseas. Fu Yao's best friend. My eyes lit up. My gaze stayed fixed on her hands. She's the one I want. She's not just beautiful. Her hands are beautiful too. Shenhe paused. What exactly do you like about her? She's the prettiest one here. And she looks so sweet. Shenhe scanned the crowd. Then he pointed at Su Tang. She's pretty too. And she looks gentle. I followed his gaze. What's my sister doing here? Su Tang looked at me with a knowing half-smile. I had no idea. You were the person Yao Yao mentioned last night. I gave an awkward laugh. She's too gentle. I prefer someone a little more aloof. This is mortifying. Who would have thought I'd come looking for a woman, only to run into my own sister? And my sister was one of them. In the end, I still had my eye on Ziwei. Shenhe glanced toward the corner, then told Fu Yao. He's got his eye on Ziwei. He has good taste. Why her? He says she's pretty and looks sweet. She is pretty, that's true. But sweet? Where did he get that idea? Why not have him look around some more? I told him to. But Ziwei is the only one he wants. Wei is a good person, but gentle is not the word for her. I'm just afraid he'll regret it later. It's fine. As long as her character is good, that's enough. After speaking with Fu Yao, Shenhe turned back to talk to me, only to find the space beside him empty. Where'd he go? Well, would you look at that? He was already sitting beside Ziwei. Shenhe nudged Fu Yao to look. That is unbelievably shameless. Did you forget? You were exactly like that when we first met. We're talking about Qiao Zi. Why bring me into this? Su Tang noticed it too. That boy has absolutely no restraint. By then, I had decided to throw caution to the wind. Su Tang was my sister, anyway. I could explain it to her afterward. This beautiful woman was more important. I sat beside Ziwei. After hesitating for ages, I spoke. Hey, beautiful. Ziwei looked up at me. Are you talking to me? My name is Qiao Zi. What's yours? How could someone's voice be this lovely too? Ziwei knew I was the main reason Fu Yao had arranged this gathering. Ziwei. You're not only beautiful. Your name is beautiful too. Thank you. I felt like I could drown in her soft, alluring eyes. I quickly took out my phone and opened my QR code. Can I add you on WeChat? Ziwei glanced at the QR code in my hand and teased. Mr. Qiao, are you trying to flirt with me? I grinned. I am. Will you give me a chance? What if I say no? Then I'll give you a chance to flirt with me. Ziwei laughed at that. Thanks, Mr. Qiao, but I have no intention of flirting with you. Oh, all right, then. I dejectedly put my phone away. Still reeling from the rejection, I casually poured myself a drink and knocked it back. The next second, it tasted awful, but determined not to waste it, I forced myself to finish the glass. My head spun. Ziwei's phone buzzed twice in her pocket. She took it out and saw a message from Fu Yao. When you head home, take Qiao Zi with you. Ziwei glanced sideways at me. I seemed to be drunk. Mr. Qiao. It's getting late. I'll take you home. No. I want Shenhe. Shenhe is the one who asked me to take you home. Really? As they spoke, Cheng ran and Su Tang walked over. Wei, is Qiao Zi drunk? Yes. Fu Yao asked me to take him home. While she was talking, she saw my hand reach for the liquor on the table again. Still want more? I didn't get the drink. I stared at her intently. Ziwei released my hand. Her voice was like she was soothing a child. It's time to go home. All right. I rose from the sofa. Why don't I take him home? Cheng Ran's eyes widened in confusion. Su Tang, what's going on with you? Don't tell me you've fallen for him. Su Tang had no time for her nonsense. Get those filthy thoughts out of your head. Ziwei, however, said nothing. Fine. Su Tang spoke gently. Qiao, I'll take you home. I don't want you. I want her. Su Tang's expression turned serious. How did this boy turn out like this? He was so aloof as a child. Now he can't tear himself away whenever he sees a woman. Qiao, you're a man. How can you just go off with another woman? Cheng Ran raised a brow. Aren't you a woman too? Su Tang shot her a glare. Shut up. No. Shen He said I should go with her. I don't want you. After all that back and forth, Ziwei rubbed her brow. I'll take him. Why don't you come along? Su Tang considered it. She was about to agree, when her phone rang in her pocket. She looked down and saw it was the hospital. She answered the call. Hello. Dr. Su. Please come back quickly. A patient's condition is critical. I understand. I'll be right back. After hanging up, she glanced between the two of them and said helplessly, Take him to Dijingyuan. It's on your way. You take him, then. Something came up at the hospital, so I'm leaving first. Make sure he gets home safely. Ziwei nodded, looking at me. Let's go. I staggered as I walked, then lurched forward. Qiao, watch where you're going. Hold me up. No. Unhappy at being refused, I grabbed her hand. If you won't hold me up, then I'll hold on to you. Ziwei's heart skipped a beat. Let go. No. Let go, and I'll support you. I immediately let go. Ziwei gave me a long look. I rested my head against her. You smell so good. Qiao, if you keep squirming, I'll leave you right here. I instantly stayed still. Ziwei helped me into the passenger seat. I'm so cold. Ziwei turned her head, looking at my face, growing redder by the second. She reached over and touched my forehead. You have a fever. After fastening my seatbelt, she sped toward the nearest hospital. While waiting at a red light, she called Fuyao. Hello. Qiao has a fever. I'm taking him to the hospital. He has a fever? Please look after him for now. We'll be right there. All right. Ziwei agreed. Then she hung up. Seeing how worried Shen He was, Fuyao quickly tried to reassure him. It'll be okay. Don't worry yet. The two of them immediately went downstairs and got in the car. Drive slowly. No. I'm worried Ziwei won't know how to handle him. What do you mean? She won't know how to handle Qiao. Don't tell me Weiwei can't even take care of him. Qiao has a severe fear of needles. Whenever he gets sick, he usually just toughs it out. Oh. So that's why? Meanwhile, in the hospital room, my cries rang out now and then. The young nurse holding the injection tray stood off to the side waiting for me. Qiao, you're sick? You need an injection to get better. The fear woke me right up. I won't get a shot. I'm fine now. I want to go home. Ziwei looked at my unnaturally flushed cheeks and suppressed the flicker of pity in her heart. This fever could fry your brain. I'd rather become an idiot. Hearing my incoherent words, Ziwei softly coaxed me. Don't cry. It's just one little prick. I'll stay with you. I asked, do I really have to get one? Her tone softened. I felt a little reassured. I also knew I was in bad shape. I looked at her, then buried my face in her arms. After that, I held out one hand and said as if facing death, do it. Don't be afraid. She didn't say anything. Instead, she covered my eyes with her hand. The nurse held the needle and slowly inserted it. A moment later, the terrified nurse pulled the needle out. She stammered nervously. I'm sorry. I missed the vein. Ziwei's gentle expression turned icy at once. I'd finally worked up the courage. But she missed the vein. An inexplicable irritation rose in me. Get out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ziwei took her phone from her pocket. Her face cold, she made a call. Get here immediately. Very soon. A doctor hurried over. Miss Z, forgive me for not welcoming you properly. Ziwei ignored his pleasantries. He has a fever. He needs an injection. The hospital director sighed in relief. Of course. I'll find someone to give this gentleman an injection. Ziwei pressed her red lips together. I want someone experienced. Yes, of course. Absolutely, absolutely. Director Liu, you do it. Give this gentleman his injection. Director Liu stepped forward. Everyone else, leave first. Yes, of course. Everyone, out. Don't disturb Miss Z. With a wave of his hand, the director led the other doctors out of the room. Don't be afraid. Relax. I had to admit, with a different doctor. The needle went in on the first try. Before I could panic, I heard him say, all done. Ziwei looked at the doctor packing up nearby and thanked him. Thank you. Director Liu was flattered. No need. It's my duty. After the doctor left, only Ziwei and I remained in the room. The atmosphere was a little awkward. Just then, Shenhe rushed in, panting heavily. Qiao Zi, Shenhe. That needle nearly killed me. Look, my hand is all bruised. How did it get this bad? Where's Yao Yao? I asked her to get us something to eat. Ziwei's gaze lingered on me for a few seconds before she said, stay with him. I'm stepping out. All right. Shenhe nodded, looking at me. Ziwei is pretty impressive, huh? I was feeling much better now, and joked, what kind of impressive? What do you think? Back when we were at the school clinic, you had a fever in the middle of the night too. For 5 guys from your dorm couldn't even hold you down. Now Ziwei can handle you all by herself. Seems like you two are a good match. It's nothing special, but I have to admit, Ziwei really does make a good impression. With her there, my fear of needles eased quite a bit. Thinking about how I acted earlier made me feel so embarrassed. But holding her waist felt so good. She even stroked my head with those beautiful hands and soothed me. The more I thought about it, the more my heart fluttered. Hey, come back to earth. Stop grinning like an idiot. Tell me, what else did you to do? We didn't do anything else. Just the injection. Oh. Shenhe, what filthy thoughts are going through that perverted head of yours? All right. I wasn't thinking anything. Lie back down. You still have a fever. A little later, Fu Yao arrived with a bag of food. Then she entered the hospital room. I looked behind her. Shenhe noticed and asked, where's Ziwei? She went home. After saying that, Fu Yao opened the lunchbox. A rich aroma instantly filled the room. It made my mouth water. I forgot all about Ziwei. Look how easily food wins you over. Slow down. No one's going to take it from you. You're eating like a pig. Shenhe spotted the eggs in the bag. Holding one, he asked, want an egg? It's still warm. That's not for eating. Wei said, to use the egg on the bruised spot on your hand from the needle. It will heal faster that way. I see. I didn't expect Ziwei to be so thoughtful. All right, I'll peel it for you. Once it cools a little, we'll put it on your hand. The next day, Fu Yao brought breakfast before work. I'm off to work. Shenhe stayed while I ate. Then he suddenly got a call. There was a last-minute performance. He looked at me hesitantly and said, can it be postponed? My friend is sick. He needs someone to look after him. A few minutes later, he replied, all right, I understand. I sat beside him, holding my phone, and listening to his call. I couldn't stop the corners of my lips from lifting. When he hung up, if you have work, go take care of it. I'll be fine on my own. Will you? Of course. All right. Then I'm leaving. A nurse will still come later to start your drip. Okay. I'll take good care of myself. Don't worry. Once he left, I could check myself out of the hospital. No more needles. Once he stepped outside, he immediately called Ziwei. Hello, Ziwei. Could you please come to the hospital and keep an eye on Qiao Zi today? I have work and can't watch him. I'm afraid he'll run off. An image rose in Ziwei's mind. Me holding her last night. For some reason, she agreed. All right. After hanging up, Ziwei drove to the hospital. Meanwhile, I was packing my things in the room, ready to check out. Ziwei had just reached the door when she saw me changing with my back to her. You're wearing so little. No wonder you caught a cold. Where are you going? The sudden voice made me jump. I turned and saw Ziwei standing in the doorway. The moment I saw her, my heart leaped with joy. She's so beautiful. My gaze dropped to her waist. Remembering how it felt last night, my hands itched to touch her again. Why are you here? Ziwei stepped inside and sat on the sofa by the window. Mr. Shen asked me to come. My expression changed. What did Shenhe send you here for? Shenhe asked me to make sure you get your injection. Well, you really don't need to trouble yourself. I can manage on my own. I promise I'll get the injection. Is that so? Then, where were you planning to go? I wasn't going anywhere. I'd been lying down along, so I got up to stretch. Right, just stretching. Perfect, then. Now that you're done stretching, let's call the doctor for your injection. Wait, I'm already better now. Really? Look, I'm full of energy. Mr. Shen was very clear. I have to stay until you've had the injection. I looked at her and said, Look, Shen, he isn't here. If you don't tell him, he'll never know. No. Seeing that I couldn't sway her, I let go. If you hadn't asked the doctor, I wouldn't have needed an injection today. Then, what do you want? My eyes darted as an idea struck me. Add me on WeChat, and I'll do as you say. She hadn't wanted to add me before, but I was determined to make it happen. Fine. I hadn't expected her to agree so readily. I gave her a suspicious look. Once she'd added me, Ziwei smiled. Now, can we call the doctor? I put away my phone and pressed my lips together. Call him. Ziwei pressed the call button. She looked at me sitting on the edge of the bed. My hands were clenched tightly together. She glanced at them and saw large bruises across the backs of both hands. She frowned. How did they get this bad? It's nothing. Any little injury leaves me like this. Ziwei looked at me, without saying a word for a long while. A few minutes later, Director Liu entered the room. Hold out your hand. After I held out my hand, Director Liu paused at the bruises on it. Doctor, is he all right? It's nothing serious. It's related to his platelets. Exercise more, and take more vitamins. I'll put the needle in your wrist. The veins in your hands are hard to find right now. I froze for a moment. Oh, okay. As I agreed, the doctor took my wrist, and I instinctively pulled back. Seeing how tense I was, Director Liu looked at Ziwei beside me. Hold your boyfriend like you did yesterday. Ziwei's eyes flickered. She reached over and cradled my head, letting me lean against her. Then she covered my eyes with her other hand. Plunged into darkness. I blinked uncontrollably. My lashes fluttered against her palm, tickling her heart like feathers. Until the doctor said, all done. In that moment, I finally understood. It was the person beside me. Her presence made me a little less afraid of needles. Once the needle wasn't, Ziwei removed her hand as well. The sudden light made me blink uncomfortably. I looked up at her with a smile. Thank you. No need. I was entrusted with a task, so I must see it through. My gaze wandered over her. The more I looked, the more beautiful she seemed. From her eyes and brows to her figure, she was everything I had ever imagined in a partner. I really wanted to flirt with her. Hey, when Director Liu called me, your boyfriend earlier, why didn't you correct him? Ziwei looked away before answering quietly. There's no need to explain myself to people who don't matter. Oh. There's no need to explain myself to someone unimportant. Then, who is important? Ziwei changed the subject. Aren't you hungry? A little. Then wait here a moment. With that, she turned and left the room. I guessed she had gone to get food. That was thoughtful of her. A little while later, Ziwei returned. She carried a thermos and several lunch boxes. How were you so fast? Ziwei raised the bedside table, then opened each dish and set it on the table. Then she handed me a pair of chopsticks. Eat. I eagerly took the chopsticks and started picking up food. My right hand fumbled for ages, but I could not pick up a single bite. I could not help feeling discouraged. Ziwei, I can't pick anything up. So, I held the chopsticks out to her. So, could you feed me? Ziwei suddenly realized I was testing her boundaries, step by step. Still, it was rather amusing. I opened my mouth contentedly, enjoying being served by such a beauty. Delicious. I want some of that too. Yes, that meat. And those green vegetables. Ziwei, where did you get this? It's really good. Ziwei lifted the soup and held it to my lips. Our housekeeper made it. Your housekeeper is an amazing cook. Can I come over for a free meal next time? Oh, right. Where do you live? I kept firing question after question at her. Are you going to eat or not? Ziwei frowned slightly. I have no idea where you get so much to say. Even eating cannot keep your mouth shut. I nodded and stopped talking. Then I focused on eating. Whatever Ziwei fed me, I ate. After the meal, a woman came in through the door. First, she set down the laptop she was carrying and several files on the table. Then she cleared the dishes away. Curious, I asked. Who is she? My assistant. Chenyi. After saying that, she sat on the sofa and began working. I lay in bed, bored out of my mind, and took out my phone to read a novel. But soon, it stopped holding my interest. So I put my phone down. My eyes fell on Ziwei across from me. Her fair, delicate fingers flipped through the documents. Her expression was calm, and her poise was remarkable. I just watched her like that, until I drifted off to sleep. After Ziwei finished a file, she looked up and saw me asleep with my eyes closed. She glanced at the fur drip and saw it had run out. She immediately stood and pressed the call button by the bed. He's asleep. Please keep it down. The nurse nodded, moving more quietly. After changing the medication, she quickly left. Ziwei watched the medication flow again, then let her gaze settle on my face. My eyes were closed, with the corners of my lips slightly curved. It made her want to tease me. I seemed to be getting uncomfortable in my sleep, and suddenly shifted, afraid I might accidentally hit the needle. Ziwei reached out and held my hand. Once I had adjusted my position, she set my hand back in place, tucked in my blanket, then went back to sit beside me. I woke up needing to pee badly. When I opened my eyes, the room was empty. I thought Ziwei had gone home, and did not think much of it, before I had even put on my shoes. Ziwei appeared at the door. What are you doing? Going to the bathroom. Ziwei froze for a moment. I'll get someone to help you. I was about to say I could manage on my own, but she was already gone. A care aide soon entered the room. Sir, let's go. Thanks. I gave an awkward smile and followed him into the bathroom. After taking care of business, I felt much better instantly. I returned to bed. Not long after, Ziwei pushed the door open and came in. Ziwei, don't you have work to do? Shenhe said she was Fu Yao's friend. So she had to be someone important. Why would she have time to sit around here with me? It was really strange. Ziwei said nothing. She thought she must have lost her mind too. By all rights, part of the Z Group's business was expanding back home. She was swamped with work at the time. Yet she was willing to stay here with this man. Maybe she really had gone crazy. She said lightly, I'm not too busy. Oh, I could tell she did not want to say more, so I did not press her. When Shenhe came that afternoon, Ziwei left first. Shenhe asked curiously, come on, tell me. You two were alone together for so long. How did it go? Did you make any progress? I bit into the apple Shenhe had peeled for me. It was all right. What do you mean, all right? Don't brush me off. Didn't you like her? Last night, someone passed over all those beautiful women and decided Ziwei was the one he liked. I finally gave you a chance to be alone with her, and this is all I get. I just think she's beautiful. Besides, you know me. I've got the desire, but not the nerve. I am pretty interested in Ziwei, but I'm not as brave as you are. I can't just go straight for it. The brave get to enjoy life first. Qiao Z, you need to believe in yourself. You'll win Ziwei over. I'm rooting for you. I knew. He wanted me to find happiness soon. I finished the apple in a few bites, and nodded. I get it. Besides, I added her on WeChat today. Don't worry. Really? Of course it's true. If you don't believe me, look. Shenhe looked down, and saw it was true. He could not help feeling happy for me. I stayed in the hospital on IVs for 3 days. Ziwei stayed with me for all 3 days. After I was discharged, I went back to Fu Yao's villa to recover for 2 days, then went straight back to work. From that day, until I saw Ziwei again, about a week passed. After lunch break, after lunch, I had just returned to my desk, and had barely settled in, when Qiao pushed open the office door and came out. Qiao Z, President Fu wants you to make a coffee and a tea and bring them in. Huh. Since when did Fu Yao like tea? I went to the tea cabinet and grabbed some leaves at random. Then I found a pot, tossed in the leaves, poured in hot water, and carried it over. As for the coffee, grinding beans was too much effort, so I used a packet of instant coffee instead. Fu Yao was used to it anyway. That is right. Ever since I started making instant coffee, whenever I was tired, I would make her one. Whether she drank it or not, I'd made it after all. I stood at the office door with the tray. Come in. Why does this door have to be so heavy? Fu Yao, if this tray burns me, I'll go complain to Shenhe. If you've got time to mouth off, then I doubt you'll get burned. Fu Yao's voice came from inside. Then who opened the door for me? Only then did I get a proper look at the person in front of me. It was Ziwei. Her eyes were gentle, as she took the tray from my hands. Ziwei, what are you doing here? I'm here to discuss business. Are you finished? Ziwei poured herself a cup of tea. She took a light sip, then frowned. Had I known Ziwei would be drinking it, I would have made it properly. I thought it was for Fu Yao, so I had just thrown in a handful of leaves. For some reason, somehow, serving her such casually brewed tea did not seem to suit her at all. Is the tea not to your taste? How about I make you a fresh pot? No need. Off to the side, Fu Yao watched the show and took a sip of coffee. Qiao Z, you're fobbing me off with instant coffee again. What's wrong with instant coffee? Shenhe loves it. Why can't you drink it? Miss Fu, don't be so picky. Now I just hope Ziwei is a little more receptive, and let's A's win her over soon, so I can finally have some peace. Ziwei, are you free tonight? Let me take you to dinner. No matter what, about what happened at the hospital last time. Thank you so much. Taking you to dinner is the least I should do. Tonight? I might be free tonight. Why Wei? As for that business partner tonight, I can meet them alone. A's wants to thank you. You have to give him a chance. Dinner is the best way to grow closer. You have to go to dinner with him. A flicker of surprise crossed Ziwei's eyes. She turned and met my hopeful gaze, then shook her head with a helpless smile. All right. That's great. I'll head out, then. I won't interrupt your business talk. See you tonight. Yes, see you tonight. After I left, Ziwei relaxed against the sofa. Yao Yao, what are you up to? Don't think I can't see your ulterior motives. Nothing. I'm only looking out for you. Qiao Z is interested in you. Isn't that obvious? What's wrong with helping you two along? He's Shenhe's friend. So, we know exactly who he is. In short, I think you two are a perfect match. Don't play matchmaker at random. Are you sure I'm the one forcing this match? If you didn't want to, no matter how hard I tried, it would be useless. Others may not know, but how could I not? In this world, no one can make you, Ziwei, do anything you don't want to do. You didn't reject him, and you even agreed to dinner. That means you don't mind A's getting close to you. Doesn't that prove that to you, A's is someone special? When work's over, princess. I did not even need to remind her. Work's over, princess. Fu Yao had already chased Ziwei out of the office. Stop spacing out, hurry up. Someone's waiting for you. When I saw Ziwei, my lips curled into a smile. Can we go? Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, right? I didn't drive today. Did you? MMHM. In the underground parking garage, I followed behind Ziwei, watching her retreating figure. My gaze settled on her waist, and I could not help staring a little longer. What am I going to do? She was more like a novel's leading lady than any heroine I'd ever read about. Gentle and gracious, calm in every situation, with an absolutely stunning figure. Too bad she isn't mine. Sigh. Why are you sighing? Nothing. Oh, are we here? I couldn't exactly tell her. I was sighing because I regretted that she wasn't mine. We're here. This is your car. It's so cool. It's custom made, isn't it? It's completely different from anything on the market. Is it your type? I love it. Ziwei's red lips curved into a smile. She reached over and opened the car door. Get in and try it out. She opened the car door for me herself. She's so gentle. I had to admit, this car was incredibly comfortable. How much did this car cost? 200 million yuan. That price was about what I expected. Still, she was ridiculously wealthy. My maternal grandfather is in the jewelry business, and he practically has a monopoly on the Hong Kong market. Even his car only cost several tens of millions. Ziwei, how are you so rich? Not that much, really. Where would you like to eat? Let's go to Shijing. I went there with Fu Yao and Shenhe last time. The food was good, and so was the service. All right. Hey, you still haven't answered me. How are you so rich? Maybe because I was born into the right family. You really know how to joke. Ziwei noticed a light sheen of sweat on my forehead. She reached over and lowered the air conditioning temperature. Why are you so sensitive to heat? The weather is still cool. Heh. I've always been more sensitive to heat than most people. It's just how I'm built. Come summer, I look like I've been pulled from the water. I sweat so easily. Then why did you wear so much that night? Oh, that? Fuyao said that gathering was to set me up on a date. I figured I should dress more formally. It showed I was taking it seriously. So, did you meet anyone you like? What kind of question is that? Ziwei, you're playing dumb, aren't you? The person I like is you. What do you like about me? Well, you're beautiful, and you're very gentle. You're exactly my type. Gentle. Do those words have anything to do with me? That's not who I am. Others might not know, but wouldn't I know myself? Gentle. Once we spend more time together, if Ace finds out I'm not the kind of woman he likes, he'll probably be disappointed. What? I don't really understand what you mean. Nothing. Ziwei concealed her emotions and looked out the window. What kind of incense do you use? It smells so good. I noticed it the moment I got in. It smells just like you. Light, crisp, yet a little warm. That scent makes me feel safe. How do you know it's incense? Because it smells a little like the incense in a temple, but not as strong. It's more refined. So I guessed you like burning incense. Besides, I've noticed you really like traditional Chinese culture. So I thought it might be sandalwood, agarwood, or something similar. It's cedarwood incense. Cedarwood. That's lovely. I've been in your car so long. I probably smell like you now. As I said that, I lifted my arm and sniffed my clothes. But Ziwei was thinking about what I had just said. Smell like me. She watched me from the corner of her eye. Her gaze was calm, as though it held a hint of something inscrutable and unspoken. I waited for a while, but she said nothing. Why did you go quiet? We're almost there. We arrived at Beijing. I said slowly. Let me tell you, getting a table at Beijing is incredibly difficult. It took me forever just before I could finish. The restaurant manager came over to greet us. He beamed at Ziwei and called out, "Boss, you're here." I stared at her in disbelief. You're the owner here? Damn. That was so embarrassing. Well, I really didn't know you own this place. It's fine. Didn't you say the food here was pretty good? It is delicious. Then, this one doesn't count. Next time, I'll cook you a meal myself to thank you. At least this isn't one of your businesses too, right? You can cook too. What do you think? Didn't expect that, did you? Not only can I cook, I'm actually pretty good at it. You'll find out when you taste it. Ziwei played along. I really didn't expect that. We entered a private room at Beijing. Once all the dishes were served, I looked at Ziwei. Ziwei, I want some yellow rice wine. After having it with Shenhe and the others last time, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. Would you like some too? It's too late. Drinking can lead to trouble. I'll get you a few bottles to take home. You get drunk after half a glass. Who knows what you'll do once you're drunk? Why take it home to drink? What's the fun in drinking at home? We've got fine wine and good food, and a beautiful woman beside me. This atmosphere is perfect for drinking. You can't hold your liquor. You shouldn't drink. How do you know I can't hold my liquor? Have you been secretly watching me? No. Ziwei poured me a cup of tea. She slowly sipped her own tea. All right. Then I'll only have a little. Just a little, really. Ziwei saw how earnest I looked, and finally gave in. Fine. But you can only have a little. When she agreed, I smiled at her. Then I asked the server to bring a jar of wine. When the wine arrived, I poured myself a glass first, and took a small sip. The wine's fragrance spread across my lips and tongue. I couldn't help narrowing my eyes. This is the taste. Want to try some too? It's really good. No. I sent the driver home already. I need to drive later. All right. I nodded. I drained it in one gulp. Drink less. This wine has a strong kick. The moment Ziwei finished speaking, the phone beside us rang. I'll take this. Don't drink it all. I watched her get up and leave. My thin lips curled up slightly. I lowered my eyes to the wine in my hand. Just a little more. When Ziwei returned from her call, she found the man who had been sober moments ago, now hugging the bottle with his eyes closed. She sighed. Then she walked over and nudged me. Qiao Z. Wake up? At her voice, I opened my eyes. You're back? Let's go home. Ziwei hesitated for a moment, then held out her hand to me. I looked at her lazily. Then I pulled her into my arms. I kept nuzzling the top of her head, like an endearing big golden retriever. In that instant, Ziwei felt as though something had sprouted in her heart. She did her best to keep her footing steady, afraid of dropping this man, so drunk he barely knew where he was. The two of us headed for the parking lot. It's windy. Don't catch a chill. I'm warm. Hold me. Through my haze, I felt so hot. But she felt a little cool. Instinctively, I wanted to hold her close. Her distinctive feminine scent flooded my senses. Qiao Z. Sober up. She quickened her steps. She put me in the passenger seat. Perhaps because I felt hot, my hand fell onto her icy cold skin. Ziwei looked up at the man inches away. My hand tightly gripped the back of her neck. Ziwei tried to pull my hand away. Let go. But I tightened my grip, pulling us closer together. My burning cheek pressed against her ice-cold one. That feels so good. Let go. No. Qiao Z. Do you know what you're doing right now? She stared at me boldly. Then she forcefully pulled me away. After buckling my seatbelt, she went around to the driver's seat and drove off. Warm sunlight filtered through the sheer curtains onto the bed. A while later, I bolted upright in bed, breathing slightly hard. I actually had that kind of dream. Could I really be that sexually frustrated? And it was about Ziwei. This is so humiliating. Before I could gather myself, Shenhe's voice came with a knock at the door. You're finally awake. You were completely drunk last night. Come on, drink some honey water. It'll help. Hey, why is your face so red? And why are you sweating so much? Shenhe eyed me suspiciously. He felt my forehead. I pulled away a little awkwardly. I just woke up. I'm a little hot. Qiao Z. You didn't happen to have a steamy sex dream, did you? What nonsense. Of course not. It's fine. No need to be embarrassed. You're a man. I get it. Maybe you see Ziwei's pretty face every day, but can't have her. So, she's all you think about, even in your sleep. Shut up. Don't say another word. Hey. All right. I won't laugh at you anymore. Really? Come out. Don't smother yourself in there. Go away. All right. Enough teasing. Seriously. Do you remember how you got back last night? Ziwei brought me back. And then, that was it. Nothing else happened? You have no idea. You and Fu Yao were both drunk last night. After taking care of one, I had to take care of the other. Do you know what else you did last night? What else did I do? I shouldn't have done anything out of line, right? I wonder who it was. Who clung to Ziwei's waist last night, refusing to let go no matter what? You wailed and pleaded to go home and sleep with her. Oh, God, that's so embarrassing. How am I supposed to face Ziwei after this? All right, it's fine, really, it's fine. Anyway, you two. Anyway, you two might be family someday. Making a fool of yourself in front of your own people is no big deal. Call it a special way to bring you closer. I watched the whole thing last night. Ziwei falling for you is only a matter of time. After all, no one can resist a younger guy who's like a golden retriever. You really think so? Of course. Keep at it. You'll win her over sooner or later. I pictured it, and couldn't stop the smile curling at my lips. Seeing the love-struck look on my face, Shenhe said, All right, stop daydreaming. Go back to sleep for a while. I've got work this afternoon. I'm heading out. After Shenhe left, I took out my phone and opened WeChat. I found Ziwei's chat. After thinking it over, I typed a few words. Thank you for bringing me home yesterday. Then I sent a big dog emoji. When she received my message, Ziwei was discussing a partnership with a business associate. She looked at her lit-up screen, glanced at it, then looked away. Ms. Z, you're so young and accomplished. You're highly capable, and so beautiful, too. I wonder, with someone as outstanding as you. Are you married? Not yet. Oh, Ms. Z, someone as exceptional as you shouldn't put off such an important life matter. In that case, Uncle Bai will keep an eye out for you. I'll see if there are any fine young men worthy of our Ms. Z. Thank you for your kindness, Mr. Bai. In that case, we've reached an agreement on the main terms of our partnership. I won't take up any more of everyone's time today. I have something else to handle. I'll be on my way. Ms. Z, you're certainly busy. We understand. After Ziwei got in the car, Chenyi looked at her in the rearview mirror. Ms. Z, are we heading back to the office? Ziwei looked at the message on her phone. She remembered what happened last night. She tapped out a reply. You're welcome. After I messaged her, I got no reply for ages. So I tossed aside my phone and fell asleep, hearing constant noise from downstairs. I put on my shoes and went downstairs. Before I even reached the bottom, I saw people carrying things into the living room, one item after another. Shenhe, what is all this? Hey. This was Fuyao's doing. Has Fuyao moved the entire mall into the house? No, she's moved several whole boutiques in here. But why did Fuyao suddenly go crazy and buy so much stuff? She wouldn't go on a shopping spree for no reason. Does she have so much money it's burning a hole in her pocket? Tomorrow, she's coming with me to have dinner at my parents' house. She bought all this stuff to give it all to your parents as first meeting gifts tomorrow. As the two talked, Fuyao appeared at the door. Why are you both standing here? Aren't you tired? Yao Yao, why did you buy so much stuff? What are you planning to do with it? It's not that much. I still don't think it's enough. Miss Fu, you call this not much? It's practically flooding the house. Did you empty out the mall's warehouse? Fuyao ignored me. She took Shenhe's hand. Honey, tell me, are the things I prepared enough? Could they be too modest? Will your parents think I haven't put enough thought into this? Silly girl, it's too much, really. Just choose a few that best show your sincerity. If you bring this much, there won't even be room to put it in the house tomorrow. It'll only make my parents uncomfortable. Okay, I'll listen to you. I watched the two lean close as they talked. There was nothing for me to do. So I turned and went upstairs. Z, come home with me tomorrow. Me, it'll be my first time at your house. Would it be inappropriate for me to go? My mom called me specifically and told me to make sure I bring you home for dinner tomorrow. If you don't go, who will? Do you want my mom to come invite you herself? Hearing the word home, my heart warmed. Fuyao, don't worry. When I go tomorrow, I'll put in a good word for you with his parents. I'll make sure they're completely satisfied with you. With that, I turned and went upstairs. That's more like it. At least he knows what's good for him. After washing up, I lay in bed, staring at Ziwei's WeChat reply. I muttered, after all that time, that's all she sent? Ugh, this is so frustrating. The next day, Fuyao picked up Shenhe in her car, and they headed to the Shen residence. Shenhe looked over what she was wearing that day. A custom-made gown. Her hair was styled impeccably smooth. When she wasn't smiling, she carried an air of cool reserve. I teased her. Fuyao, are you nervous? Why do you look like you're heading into international negotiations? I am a little nervous. It's okay. Really, my parents are wonderful people. They're very easygoing. They won't eat you, I promise. Fuyao nodded. In response, Yao Yao, come to think of it, I don't think you've ever told me much about your parents. What do they do? My dad and my mom, they're archaeologists. Sometimes they work in remote places where the signal is terrible. I often can't reach them. But don't worry. If they meet you, they'll definitely like you. I've already messaged them. Once they get somewhere with reception, they'll contact me when they see it. Archaeologists, I never would have guessed. Now I'm curious. Your father didn't take over the family company. and chose archaeology instead. Didn't your grandfather object? Are you wondering why my dad didn't follow the path laid out for him? He did start out studying finance in college. He was Grandpa's only son, and Grandpa had long expected him to take over after graduation. Then he met my mom in college. She studied archaeology. After they fell in love, my dad followed her to museums and historical sites every day. Over time, he developed a deep passion for archaeology. He felt that those sleeping histories were far more vivid than numbers on a financial report, so he secretly changed majors without telling Grandpa. Grandpa was furious when he found out, but my dad is stubborn. He wouldn't listen. Then what happened? Grandpa felt that without my dad to take over, no one would inherit the Fu family's vast business empire. While they were deadlocked, my mom went straight to see the old man. What's so difficult about that? I'll give you an heir. Wouldn't that solve it? As Fu Yao spoke, a soft smile filled her eyes. For your mother to say that, your father must really love her. My dad is indeed very good to my mom, though I haven't spent much time with them. Whenever my mom is around, my dad has eyes for no one else. Even Grandpa often teased him later, saying my dad was a hopeless love-struck fool. And then, your grandfather agreed just because of what your mom said. More or less. Less than a year after my parents married, I was born. As for my grandfather, he wasn't exactly old-fashioned, but once he had me as his heir, he was completely reassured. From then on, he never interfered with my dad's choice of major again. As they talked, they arrived at the Shen residence. Fu Yao parked the car. Uncle Jin, the butler waiting at the entrance, hurried over. Young master, you're back. Uncle Jin, this is Fu Yao. Yao, this is Uncle Jin. He's our family's butler, and an elder who watched me grow up. Hello, Uncle Jin. It's nice to meet you. I'm Fu Yao. I'm sorry for the trouble. Young master, Miss Fu, Madam knew you were coming back today. So, she's been busy in the kitchen since early this morning. She's waiting for you now. Come on, let me tell you. My mom is an incredible cook. She has a few signature dishes you won't find anywhere else. You have to eat plenty today, okay? Young master and Miss Fu make such a lovely couple. Shenhe led Fu Yao inside. He immediately spotted a new pair of slippers on the shoe cabinet. Where are these? They're new. My mom bought them especially for you. Okay. Mom, we're back. Fu Yao looked at Shenhe's mother, her expression gentle as she said, Hello, Auntie. I'm Fu Yao. Mrs. Shen's gaze fell on her. Good. I'm so glad you're here. Why did you bring so many gifts? Put them down. Aren't they heavy? Not at all. Annie, I wasn't sure what you and Uncle like, so I just picked up a few things. Why are you still standing there? Take Yao to the living room for tea. I've prepared fruit and pastries. Yao, go sit in the living room with Shenhe for a while. Have some tea and fruit. His father and sister will be back soon. Traffic is a little backed up. They'll be here shortly. The moment Mrs. Shen faced Fu Yao, her expression changed completely. The more she looked at her, the more pleased she became. Got it, Mom. Annie, is there anything I can help with in the kitchen? No. Silly girl, when have you ever heard of someone visiting for the first time being put to work in the kitchen? Just relax and wait. All you need to do is try my cooking. Shenhe took Fu Yao to sit on the sofa. Have an orange. It'll calm your nerves. See, I told you my mom wanted you. Isn't she sweet? MMHMM. Annie is very kind. But my sister may be a little upset about this. When she gets back, just play it by ear. Don't worry, I'll help you. I understand. If I had a younger brother who brought his girlfriend home, I might not be too happy either. Fu Yao's lips curved upward, and her gaze at Shenhe grew even gentler. Suddenly, Fu Yao felt a cold stare from behind her. She turned around and saw me, my hands caked with mud, glaring resentfully. Are you two done flirting? Could you spare a thought for us single people? Qiao is right. We shouldn't just stand here chatting. Come on, Yao. Let's get picking. Okay, Qiao, we'll pick it right away. You two are disgustingly sweet. HMPH. I have no desire to be around you two. You're sickeningly sweet. Annie, I've peeled all the garlic you asked for. It's white and clean. Not a single clove is bad. Is there anything else to do? Nothing else, Z. Go wash your hands. then go watch television and hang out with Shenhe and the others. The kitchen is full of cooking fumes. I don't want to be the third wheel. I'd rather help you, Annie. Haha. All right. Then stay here and keep me company. Yes, ma'am. I stood in the kitchen, peeling garlic for Mrs. Shen, while straining my ears to hear what was happening outside. Shenhe and Fu Yao were being unbearably lovey-dovey out there. I could practically picture that smug, punchable grin on Shenhe's face. Fu Yao said she'd play it by ear, but that tender look of hers made it obvious she'd fallen for Shenhe. I couldn't help sighing inwardly. My thoughts drifted to Ziwei. From the time she looked after me while I got an injection at the hospital, to the meals we shared later, and the night she took me home after I got drunk, every moment kept her playing in my mind. I knew my feelings for her were growing deeper, but I was afraid I wasn't good enough, that I didn't deserve her. Qiao, what are you daydreaming about? You're about to crush those garlic cloves. It's nothing, Annie. I was just thinking. You and Uncle must be very loving together. This home feels so warm. Yes, your uncle can be a little stubborn sometimes, but he's devoted to this family. I hope you and Shenhe can be like that someday, too. I nodded, but Ziwei was on my mind. If I could build a home with her, it would surely be warm and happy, too. At dinner that evening, Fu Yao's parents arrived as well. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Fu. Welcome. Please, come in. That must be Yao Yao's parents. Come on, Qiao, let's go welcome them. The moment they walked in, I immediately sensed the cultivated grace of a scholarly family. Fu Yao eagerly ran over and linked arms with her mother. Mom, Dad. This is Qiao, Shenhe's good friend. Hello, Uncle. Hello, Annie. My name is Qiao. I'm Shenhe's friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hello, Qiao. We've heard Yao Yao mention you. She says you're a fine young man, and very close to Shenhe. You're too kind, Uncle. I still have so much to improve on. I have a lot to learn from Shenhe and Fu Yao. Everyone sat down to eat together. The atmosphere at the table was warm and harmonious. I stole a glance at Fu Yao laughing with Shenhe outside, and thought of Ziwei again. I wondered what she was doing now. Whether she had, even for a moment, thought of me. After dinner, I made an excuse and went home early. Really, I just wanted to be alone, to sort out my feelings for Ziwei. Over the next few days, I stayed busy with work, but I couldn't stop thinking about Ziwei. I messaged her, but her replies were always brief. I knew she was probably busy with work. I decided that once things settled down, I would ask her out, so we could really talk. Finally, work eased up. I gathered my courage and sent Ziwei a message. Ziwei, are you free over the next few days? I'd like to take you out for dinner. There are some things I want to tell you. Not long after, Ziwei replied. Sure, Qiao. I was just thinking of reaching out to you too. I was so excited I nearly jumped up. I replied at once. That's wonderful. You pick the time and place, anything works for me. Tomorrow evening, then. I'll wait for you at that Western restaurant downtown. Okay. I'll be there on time tomorrow night. The following evening, I carefully dressed up and arrived at the restaurant early. I sat by the window, watching the night view outside. I was both nervous and eager. Before long, Ziwei arrived. Wei, you're here. You look beautiful tonight. You look very sharp too, Qiao. Once we were seated, the server came over and we ordered. I looked at Ziwei, took a deep breath, and said, Wei, ever since you looked after me when I got that injection at the hospital, I've felt something different for you. Then we had dinner together. And you took me home. I realized I was falling for you more and more. I know, I may not be, in your heart, the most perfect, or the best match for you, but I really like you. I love your gentleness, your quiet kindness, and how dedicated you are at work. I love everything about you, the good and the bad, everything I've seen and have yet to see. So, Ziwei, I want to be with you. I want to give you a home like Aunt Shen's, or one even warmer, a home that belongs only to us. I want to do everything I can to make every day ahead of you a little happier than before you met me. Qiao, thank you for telling me this. I've thought of you often lately, too. I know you're kind and sincere, and a very interesting young man. When I'm with you, I truly feel at ease and happy. But, Qiao, I've been hesitant too. I'm afraid the gap between us is too wide. Our backgrounds, the way we think, and our plans for the future, we may not be compatible in many ways. I'm even more afraid this is just a passing impulse for you. When you get to know me better, or when we face real-life problems, you might regret it. Wei, I won't regret it. I know we may be very different, but I'll do my best to adapt and be understanding. I believe that as long as we love each other, we can overcome any hardship. Ziwei looked at me, her eyes gradually filled with tenderness and resolve. She took my hand. Qiao, I like you too. I'm willing to be with you. Wei, I swear, I'll always treat you well. From then on, Ziwei and I were officially together. We went shopping together, watched movies together, and cooked together. Every day was filled with sweetness and happiness. Time flew by. Before we knew it, Fu Yao and Shen He's wedding day had arrived. I was happy for them, but also a little wistful. With everyone's blessings, Shen He and Fu Yao exchanged rings and made their vows. Their faces glowed with joyful smiles. At that moment, I could almost see the beautiful future ahead of them. Halfway through the wedding, I quietly stepped aside and took a small box from my pocket. I took a deep breath, then walked towards Ziwei. When she saw me coming, a flicker of confusion crossed her eyes. I stopped in front of her and dropped to one knee. I opened the little box. Inside was a glittering diamond ring. Wei, from the moment we met, or perhaps from the moment I opened my eyes and first saw you at the hospital, you found your way into my heart. You are the most beautiful, gentlest, kindest woman I've ever known. Your goodness, I can never put it all into words. Today, at the wedding of my best friend, Shen He, and Yao, I can't think of a better time or place. Wei, will you marry me? Tears shimmered in Ziwei's eyes. She looked at me and nodded firmly. I rose to my feet, overwhelmed with joy, and slipped the diamond ring onto Ziwei's hand. Then I held her tightly. Everyone around us applauded. Cheers and congratulations rang out all around us. It was the happiest moment of my life. I knew many challenges still lay ahead, but as long as we loved each other, we could face every hardship hand in hand and create a beautiful future of our own.